All right, team. Let's talk your pen. All right, so you're gonna get a kit in a bag, and let's go over some of the parts. So this part here is gonna be the tip of the pen, right? So we got the tip. Then you're gonna have one of your tubes, your front tube, and we're gonna keep these in the bag just because they're pretty small parts and they tend to roll around. Then this section here is your twist mechanism, and then after that you have this here, which is gonna be your band. It's a little ring. It's gonna go around your pen, your band, and then you're gonna have your other tube, your rear tube, and then you're gonna have your clip that goes on. Oops. Your clip, and then last but not least, you'll have your cap. So your assembly all laid out your pen will look like this here. So you're gonna have your tip, tube, then your twist mechanism, a band, then your rear tube, your clip, and your cap. So you're ready. You have your wood blanks here, right? And your holes are drilled in all the way through. You'll align them. You should have a line running down yours. This one doesn't. But you'll align to the line. You're gonna get your two tubes, and you're gonna grab a little piece of 220 grit sandpaper, and you wanna go ahead and rough that tube up all the way around. So you can kind of see it'll go from a shiny side to all these scratches, and you wanna just really get that on all ends, get it really good so that we're just trying to increase the surface area where it has a lot of that glue. This glue here that we're gonna use has a lot of room for that to run into and adhere to. All right, so all right, so there's one. I'm gonna do my second one here. All right, so my tubes are all scratched up now. So next I'm ready to glue that in. I'm gonna use this special tool here, and that will just hold everything together. When you do this next part of the process, you are gonna wanna make sure you're working over a boat or something. So we're gonna bring this in, have something I'm working over so that if we drop extra glue, it's not getting all over the place. We also have to be careful not to glue ourselves to this or glue our fingers together. So we're gonna put a really healthy amount of glue on here. It's all right if it's dripping some. And I'm gonna kind of have this good amount of coverage on there. Now, I don't have, so there is a lot of glue, and I don't have a ton of time to work. I wanna keep spinning this as it's going in to make sure I have coverage everywhere on that. And I'm just putting my finger on this backside now and just spinning it, so making sure I have really good coverage of everything. And I'm gonna just let that there sit, and now it's gonna just sit in my boat. I want to set it so that it's not gonna glue itself to the boat. It might, and if that happens, it happens. We can take it off, but we want to try to avoid that. Now I'm gonna glue up my next piece here. Again, I put a lot of glue on, get good coverage on that. Kind of start spinning it here so that the glue's not dripping off. And then again, as I am putting it on here, I want to try to do my best to continue to spin that. Work it around, make sure you got a lot of good glue on that, and let those then sit and dry. We have to, before we can move on, we have to let these make sure that they are really dry. If they're not completely dry, they'll splinter and start to crack when we try to put them together on the lathe, on the mandrel.